Mark Robinson, we may have stayed in League One for certain last week, but we've just been in a team meeting that shows how much you're looking to take this club forward.
Yeah, it's really important, Chris, and it's been like that from the get-go, really. Although we've always taken one day at a time and one game at a time, there's also been an emphasis about where we want to go in the future. So, we just ramped that up a little bit today. Obviously, we got the game Sunday, but I just wanted the players to sort of give them food for thought, ready for next pre-season, so they fully understand where we're going to take it, and see their reaction more than anything. So that's what we did.
A couple of interesting bits were about professionalism and striving to do better. Are you continually trying to change perceptions in a way?
Yeah, I think in football, what they've all achieved is fantastic. Becoming a professional footballer is like an incredibly difficult thing to do, so that they should be proud of what they've done. But the word professionalism, I don't think many people won't understand what that actual word means, and that's not players, that's staff as well. That's why I showed them the actual meaning of the word and what it means in so many different facets, and that's what we need to be, and that's staff as well as players. So it was just showing them that and how we get to the next level, and the elite behaviours we need to have on a day-to-day basis.
And have you seen in these few months in charge that their perceptions change and a way that they are taking on these new ideas?
They've been brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and that was why I wanted to do the meeting. I wanted to recap on things that we talked about when I took over, and that was even when I was interim, and the presentation I did and the things that I was looking to do and how they embraced them and how they achieved them. There was very little on there. That's why I rerun the old presentation very quickly. There was very little on there that they hadn't achieved. They'd achieved most of it. If anyone hadn't achieved anything, it was myself. I come up short on a couple of little things. So it was important that we shared that, and then we looked moving forward of where I want to take it, because I was honest with them. If I gave them my true thoughts on where we need to go from the word go, a few of them might have been, where's this fella going with this? So I've had to drip feed it in, because I see things very, very differently. So today was just about giving them a little bit more insight into the future and where we need to go if we're going to achieve what we want to achieve.
Bearing in mind, next week there's a London Senior Cup tie, there's a test event coming up at Plough Lane, and also you've had to make decisions behind the scenes about players and the future. How busy have you been, and just give us an insight into all that?
Yeah, so that will still go on for the younger players. So myself and Rob and other members of the staff will still be in over the next couple of weeks, because we've got those games to fulfil, and I've still got meetings to have, obviously in terms of recruitment, etc. So I know it's going to be a really busy couple of weeks, but it's part of what we need to do.
Yeah, and is it difficult decisions you have to make at the moment?
Any decisions are difficult, but we've got a committee now, and as I said, there's various things that we need to look at in terms of recruitment, etc. But any decision is going to be really, really difficult, because the lads have been absolutely fantastic. So it's not a part of the job that you're ever going to enjoy.
Turning to Sunday's game, obviously the team we're playing are one of the best teams in League One.
Yeah.
But also you want your players to play with that freedom that perhaps it has helped with the results, the results going our way last weekend.
Yeah, but that was another thing we discussed in the meeting, and that was the thing that I've been so pleased. No one can say we were kind of back, we got out of the situation through backs to the wall, we got out of the situation through playing through freedom, and I think that's why the fans feel so engaged and excited. So, we did play ourselves out of that situation, so it's just more of that on Sunday. Yeah, we'd like to, I'd love to see even more freedom, but we also got to have that defensive base that we didn't have in our last game against Portsmouth. Conceding 3 goals, and also against Rochdale conceding 3. We don't want to be conceding that amount of goals, because you can't rely on winning games 4-3. So certainly want the freedom, but we need to see that off the ball sort of solid base as well.
Looking at team news for Sunday, Ben Hennigan, what's his situation? Because he was injured in the last game.
Yeah, Ben's isn't too bad, but he won't be available for Sunday, unfortunately. But it's not it's only a grade 1, so it's not too bad. So I believe that's what they said. So I think it's a matter of weeks rather than anything longer than that.
we'd be looking at some of the players who've been on the periphery of the action, perhaps Shane Harrison and people like that.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. You know, it's something I need to think about, because whatever you do, you know, if you bring players back in, then, you know, I feel that I'm not rewarding the lads who have done really, really well and to get us out of the situation they've done. And then, you know, by the same token, you know, I realise fans might want to see players who haven't had opportunities. So it's something I think about. But personally, you know, right where we are now, I think the lads who have done absolutely fantastic. It's been a squad thing anyway. So, you know, we're probably more likely to just be looking to continue our form, you know, with the players that have been mainly involved.
Anthony Hartigan, a player on loan at the moment, his form seems to have really picked up. What have you heard about the way he's getting on?
Yeah, I've been in regular touch with Ant and his manager, and his performances over the last 4 games have been really, really good. Obviously the team have been winning, they're in a good position now, ready to get into the playoffs. So no, it's really pleasing that Ant's form's been good, and he seems in good spirits. So, you know, again, it was that difficult spell when he first went there. So hopefully that's put him in real good stead mentally, you know, that he's dug in and he's now got himself into the side, and hopefully he can be a major part of them getting in the playoffs and getting promotion.
How much is that going to help him? He's come right through our academy. That's the first time he's been out and played in a different environment.
Yeah, and you know, he's. I'm hoping it will have done him good. You know, in terms of not just playing, but in terms of again facing a new obstacle, going into a different environment, it not working out straight away, and then earning his right to play. You know, people forget he's still only 20. You know, he's got well over 100 games, and he's still very much learning the game. So, you know, I expect him to come back, sort of, you know, more mature in some ways, which anyone would, because he's still only 20. And yeah, no, we'll see. But I'm really pleased for him that it's going well.
Talking to young Ayub Assal the other day, and the thing that always comes across with him is he wants to be a part of entertaining football,
yeah.
which is great to hear. Obviously, season tickets are going on sale next week, and it's not just about that loyalty from fans. You want to produce football that really excites them.
Of course, you know, you want. I want the fans to wake up in the morning and be excited about what they're going to see. And again, if we're going to grow the club and get new fans, or you know, when fans come, they're going to want to come back. We need to play exciting, winning football. So you know that it's just part and parcel of it. You know, it's the product we put on the pitch has to be something that stimulates people. I think people want to go and watch football and see players do things that they can't do. You know, so. That's the key, but at the same time it has to be winning football, because you know we need to progress as a football club. But certainly I want the fans to be excited and get the season tickets and look forward to the new season.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Robbo.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you.